Bonjour, je suis Raquel Poteet. Good morning, I'm Raquel Poteet, and I'm here today to talk about multicultural education. That is a must, face it. And while I'm talking, I'm going to have some slides running in the background, and they represent my history, what I've done, what I've gone through, okay? So I hope you guys enjoy it. So it's a pleasure to be here today to talk about a theme that is so much important nowadays, multicultural education. As an educator for over 20 years, I feel it is my role and my mission to raise this flag whenever I'm given the opportunity to. And why do I think that? My personal history may answer that question. So here you go. I'm Brazilian. My great-grandfather was German, and my great-grandmother was African. One of my grandfathers was Indian, Tupi-Guarani from Brazil. I speak 3 languages, Portuguese, Spanish, English. I have a little understanding of Italian and French. I have been living in the US for 10 years and became an American citizen last year. I'm married to an Icelandic. My sister is married to a Spaniard, now living in Brazil. I've been working for a technical college in Washington for almost a year. And this quarter, in just one of my classes with 30 students, I have 16 Hispanics, 1 Chinese, 1 Bulgarian, 5 Vietnamese, 1 Russian, 1 Ukrainian, 1 Indian, 1 Iraqi, 1 Ethiopian, and 2 Brazilians. These are my numbers. These are my statistics. And I am one single teacher in a country with over 328 million people as of Friday, January 18, 2019, according to the latest United Nations estimates. Now, think about it. I teach ELA, English Language Acquisition for adults. I'm not good at math, and that's why I decided to teach languages, right? However, my rough math shows me that each one of these students has an average of 2 to 3 kids that are enrolled from kindergarten to colleges, just in Renton, Washington. If I have 30 students, that means about 90 multicultural people. Now, you do the math. Worthwhile. Therefore, I will repeat. Multicultural education is a must, and it's about time we face it. My personal definition of multicultural education is a phenomenon that, in my opinion, took place in the 21st century, and it is the acceptance of and understanding that we are all different in origin, beliefs, needs, points of view, abilities, sizes, shapes, gender, identity, and etc. The list is very extensive. Therefore, schools, without a doubt, must be a place where this diverse population feel comfortable and safe enough to share, listen, learn, cause changes, and transform themselves. The definition that best describes my understanding of multicultural education is the one given by the National Association of Multicultural Education, 2018. And there it goes. Multicultural education advocates the belief that students and their life histories and experiences should be placed at the center of the teaching and learning process, and that pedagogy should occur in a context that is familiar to students and that addresses multiple ways of thinking. According to the Glossary of Education Reform, 2013, multicultural education is predicated on the principle of educational equity for all students, regardless of culture, and it strives to remove barriers to educational opportunities and successes for students from different cultural backgrounds. And to understand the term multicultural, it is worth revising the concept of culture as well. And there he goes. Culture is defined in the broadest possible sense, encompassing race, ethnicity, nationality, language, religion, class, gender, sexual orientation, and exceptionalities. A term applied to students with specialized needs or disabilities. I've been through a lot in my life to be here on this stage today. Unfortunately, when life is unfair, made harder for some, and we have to fight against and overcome all the labels given to us, very few decided to go on and simply give up. But I did not. In my personal statistics from my village in Brazil, me and my sisters are the only ones who made it. And I will fight for my students to have a better environment, to have opportunities to be able to flourish without being forced to give up. As an educator, it's my mission to reiterate the multiculturalism, multiculturalism, has always been an important matter, and multicultural education is a must. Let's just face it. I'd like to close my speech with a quote by Nelson Mandela. My dream would be a multicultural society, one that is diverse, and every man, woman, and child are treated equally. A dream of a world where all people of all races work together in harmony. Thank you for listening.